Hi, everybody. Welcome to No Cap Chit. My name is Wallace. And the question for today is a big question. Oh, before I get started, you like my little Yodas here? This one here, I thought it was automated, but it actually is not automated, but you can pose it in different, like open its eyes, close its eyes, change its ears, and stuff like that. And this one here I thought it was automated, but it's not. You do it manually. And this one here, this is a Pez dispenser. I don't know how popular they are now, but they're quite popular when I was a kid. You know, a little toy that you flip back the head and candy comes out. Anyway, those are the two Yodas that I have. Uh, Wise creatures, at least in the Star Wars world. Hopefully the wisdom I'm going to give you guys is wise. But it's for entertainment and informational purposes only. Seek a professional. So the question for today is, what's the one thing I wished I had known when I was younger? That's a big question. That's kind of almost the most important question of life in some ways. Now that I'm 65, looking back at my life, there's a lot of things I wished I could change. Regrets, some bad regrets I really wish I could change, some happy things that happened because of choices I made. So maybe I would leave them away, even though I, at the time, might have changed it. It worked out for the better for me, if that makes any sense. But anyway, what's the one thing that I wished I had have changed, if I could change and go back? And I thought about that. There's a lot of things. Maybe a different line of work, maybe living in different areas, or, doing this with money and not that, or going here, traveling here, not there. But the one thing that I think I wished I could change, and it's something that you can change now. It's very easy. It doesn't require money, doesn't require education, doesn't require status, anything like that. The one thing, and this is really true, the one thing I wished I could change in my life is go back and enjoy the moment. When you think about it, human beings, they're constantly striving for something. You know, you're in school, you think, oh, I can't wait till next year I'm in college, and then this will happen. Or, oh, I can't wait till, I'm in college, and I can't wait till I graduate and get a job, and then I'll have money, I can buy a car, or live here or there, can't wait till I get married, can't wait till I have kids, can't wait till I take that trip, can't wait till I get money for this or that, or what. We're constantly striving for things. And that's good. As human beings, we're meant to grow and strive. But the problem is, it can kind of take over our lives, and we don't really enjoy the moments. And that's really what you think. What is your life when you think about it? It's a series of moments, a series of experiences. And if you don't enjoy any of those moments or any of those experiences, then you're going to have an unhappy life. And isn't that the purpose of life ultimately, is to be happy? So that's the one thing I wish I could go back and change. Would to be happy all the time, as much of the time as I could, be grateful, be thankful. I think that would have really changed my life. For example, you may be stressed out now. You may be, thinking about tests tomorrow, or a project you have to do, or something that's going to happen tomorrow that's bad. Well, maybe you get a cup of coffee or a soft drink or a nice refreshing glass of water there. You could focus on that. There are a lot of people right now who don't have that. You could focus on that and think how great that is. Take a drink, think how good that tastes. Be happy about it. Be happy about that. That's a simple thing. And be happy about other things in life that aren't so simple. Things that you may think are tragedies may actually turn out to be good. Be happy as much as you can, as often as you can. And like I said, that's because life is a series of happy things, right? Of moments. Why not have happy moments as opposed to unhappy moments. But there's another thing too. We're going to touch on that in another video and future videos and on this channel some more. But if you are thankful and grateful and happy, good things will come your way. It's kind of what I found, my experience of life. If you're happy and thankful and grateful, opportunities will arise for you. You'll meet people you would have never met otherwise. Other people will give you things. Something will happen that's positive in your life. We're going to touch that on the future, but just try it out. Try to be happy as much as you can, as often as you can, and see what happens. Take stock of that. So that is the one thing I wished, if I look back at my life, I could change, it'd be that. Striving after things, yes, that's important, but be happy as much as you can, as often as you can. That's a real key to life. So I hope you liked this little take on this subject today, my thoughts on it. Like I said, this is for my kids, primarily. I'm preparing these questions and answers for a time when I won't be here for them. And they may have that question come up in the future and say, I wonder what dear old dad would have thought of this or said of that or blah, blah, blah. But, I should add that I've decided that I'm not going to edit these videos. I'm just going to start the camera, talk, end the camera. And if I go wandering off or blabbering about this or that, well then, they'll get to see this is what dear old dad was really like. Blabbering on and off about the subject or this thought or that thought. But I think there's a little bit too much refinement in the world today. There's not enough reality. There's too much editing and changing this and changing that. And I just want these little talks to be just kind of like you'd be talking to your grandfather or your father or an older person. I don't see any channel out there which is doing this, which is going through what hopefully I think are the major questions in life and answering them from an old person's perspective to pass on the thoughts of the young generation. Those channels may be out there, but I don't see them. So hopefully this is a little bit different, and it's providing something positive and important to the world. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Hope you liked this video. I'm not going to be someone who, subscribe and like and share and all that stuff. I'm just happy you're here. But if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. That does apparently help the YouTube algorithm and helps get this out to other people who may like this information as well. Because we're going to be touching on some really more delicate and more serious topics in the future. Not that this topic's not serious, but something that's more meat and potatoes. Is that a word you use today? Anyway, going to sign off. Remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and we'll catch you later.